What's up, Reefers? Welcome back to Ash's Reef and another episode. The first one for the year 2019. Wish you guys all the very best for the new year. I have been lazy to provide some updates on the tank, but with the time it's really hard. But again, without any delays, let's just jump in. Let me just show you guys what the tank has been doing, how it has been doing, any new changes. For those of you who's been following my tank, the first thing if you notice is the change in the aquascape. Yeah, I did remove the islandscape and kind of merged them together to look to have a more wallscape with nice little small little crevices in the middle for the water flow and the fish to go around. The reason being, I kind of find when you have the islandscape, it's limited for your SPS placement. Apart from the top layer, there is not much for you to add SPS. That's just my opinion. Don't get me wrong, but this way in the wallscape you have a nice little area for all the SPS to go on the top. At the middle and the bottom area you could always have the low light SPS, as well as at the bottom you can have your LPS section. So that's I kind of find myself in the past as well. I start with the islandscape and then eventually I end up going with the wallscape. Well, so without further ado, let's just jump in. This cam, I'm not going to be doing any editing on this video, so please excuse me for any shakiness or any color. I'm trying my best. I'm not using any filter. The way how I'm recording this episode is using the Aquarium Cam app on my iPhone, which pretty much has all the settings inbuilt to record the videos. So on the right hand side here, to update you guys, is my nice little torch garden. It has the Australian gold torch, the green Australian torch as well, which is a nice long tentacle. You can see how long the tentacles of this torch extends, and at the back there is the deep purple or black torch. Going at the very back is my Zoa garden, and that's been coming along well. They like the low light, less flow area. The most recent addition is this frag of seduction, which is right there. It's hard for me to get the actual coloration on this. Let's see if I can. Right there, love the coloration on this frag. So it's been coming along well. So that's my nice little Zoa garden. Of course the purple monsters are just they love to grow on that side. So yeah, I mean, going along, I got my anemone garden at the bottom there. Some rock flower anemones along with the Australian reef raft flame anemone. This one looks beautiful under blue lights because it has those yellow tips on top of the bubble. Now I decided not to add any anemones to this tank, especially the ones that's moving, which is the bubble tip. But the beauty of this one, just I couldn't stop myself, and believe it or not, since the day I added him into that spot, he has not moved from that rock. So I guess that's just my luck. Going on the top is the nice little Goniopora garden, and of course some SPS on the top. The one on the green that you are looking at is I believe the purple tip green. I don't know the exact name, and the SPSs are so many to remember the names, but that's one of the SPS. At the back there is the green stack coming along, and in the front or my Walt Disney, I believe. Yeah, right there is the Walt Disney. Nice polyp extension to it. It's hard to get it. See, sometimes the way how I want to record the video is the way how I see the tank. A lot of times we use filters and whatnot, and try to present it in a much presentable way, but I believe that you should try and showcase the way how you look at the tank to the nearest possible way. And that's why I'm not into editing much. You could see this one here. This is my A can. Let's see, right there, beautiful, beautiful, nice and happy A can, doing excellent there. On the right hand side is the Pavona. This one literally sparkles under the blue light when you have a nice little the golden polyp. So yeah, I mean the tank's been almost 4 months old now, and it's coming along really well. Oh, there you go. Sorry about the focus for a second. So it's been now 4 months old, and I must say the tank has progressed really well. I did had some issues in terms of cyano on the sand bed, which was growing just on this side a little bit, just on the sand bed, nothing major, just on the sand bed. Part of the reason is because I was feeding the tank crazily. Lots of reefroids and nori and daily feeding, so kind of cut back on my feeding regimen and added some ROVA force to my TLF 150 reactor, so that should take care of the problem. At the back there on the left hand side is the slow flow area, which is where I have my blastos and the ganies and everything, so they have been happy there. Here is a close-up on the blasto. Let me see if I can get you a nice right there. So that's the nice big polyp blasto. At the back there are some more zoas, and then of course the golden hammer that I added during the holidays, and yeah, some mushrooms and zoa garden. So that's that's my slow flow area. So the tank, yeah, it is performing well. Lots of coralline algae. I guess seeding the tank with the live rock when I started this tank did really help. And the another thing that I added during the holidays is my Fragtank. Now, for those of you who's been following my channel, I had this Fragtank previously plumbed into my 150-gallon display that used to sit right at the same spot where my Reefer 450 is. But now this Fragtank is a whole different system. It has its own little sump which is custom built to fit into this cabinet, and it has its own overflow, own return, which I'm just using MaxiJet 1200 as a return. And of course I seeded this tank as well with the existing live rock from my Reefer 450, right, which is 4-month old. So because this is only the whole system is only 25-gallon, I didn't bother to cycle it like regular you would be, because I used pretty much 100% of the water from my Reefer 450 when I did a big 25-gallon water change. So the water was there, as well as the live rock and everything was there. And I also used the Seacam stability to add the any mini cycle that it might have, and it's been doing fantastic. As a matter of fact, you might be able to see there's a small little Sohal tank which is always hiding. And no, I actually got this guy. I didn't bought this guy. It actually was bagged along with a blonde naso that I picked up for my main display, the LFS. He didn't realize that in the net he also had the Sohal tank, and when I came home, that's when I saw in the bag, when I was trying to drip acclimate the naso, I saw the Sohal in there. So for now I'm keeping it here. I might be just growing it a little bit and selling it away. Maybe try and make some extra dollars and cover up my expense on the blonde naso. On the left hand side of this Fragtank is my small little yellow, the baby yellow there, And this section, basically I used to use it as a refugium when I had this tank plumbed along with my main reefer, 150 gallon. But for now I will be using this this section as to keep mushrooms and any other small low flow frags. So a lot of time you lose small little baby mushrooms and that hurts sometimes. So this section will be used to hold the mushrooms, and then of course this section will be used to have SPS and some high flow frags as well. I can always lift the lid open and have this section open so the light can always penetrate, and I'll just show you guys there is enough light for the frags to be happy. And at the back there is just the overflow. So yeah, that's basically the update from my side. Things have been pretty steady, and my apology for not coming with a new update. It's been a while. I've been regardless following all of you guys on the Instagram, and until next episode guys, happy reefing. If you guys did like this episode, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe, and peace.